Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Kaiju Madness. I am, of course, Wolf of Dimensions, your host, and today we have a fan-requested battle from Godzilla 01, Godzilla 2004 versus Godzilla 1994. Some of my actually favorite Godzillas, and this battle will not actually be that difficult to decide for the outcomes, but let's get started. First off, Godzilla 2004. Not too much is extremely well known about him. The plot was very interesting, but all we know for sure is that he was awoken and he was interrupted by humans. I think specifically by atomic bombs. And he hates humanity for it. He saw humanity as a threat and just basically they were going to destroy the Earth. So he has, in this series, Godzilla 2004 has a hatred for humanity, whereas in some others, he's just oblivious to their existence or doesn't really care. Now, he is the most physical, adapted Godzilla we've probably ever had. He can run extremely fast, faster than other Godzilla variations, and is also really good at close hand-to-hand combat. Now, that doesn't mean he's not good at ranged attacks. His atomic breath is extremely powerful. It can even turn into the hyper spiral ray, but we're not adding that into this battle because it took extra power to get it. Now, this Godzilla, from what we can tell, I don't believe it had much battle experience. Now, of course, it looks like it does, but from what we know, he was awakened in 54 and really just fought people. But he's designed to fight other creatures, which means that his lineage, the Godzillasaurus he descends from, had to fight other monsters or other dinosaurs to survive. Because I don't think he has always been fighting monsters. It just doesn't fit the story I think we were given. Now, moving on from that, he is 100 meters tall, very powerful, very strong, can lift Kaiser Ghidorah. Now, that was after the Power Blast, but he can take on Monster X and almost win. He destroyed Gigan twice, and he basically threw monsters like ragdolls. Now, we're moving on to Godzilla 1994. Now, this is one of my favorites. I'm not going to be biased here because even if he is my favorite, that doesn't mean that one's going to win. Now, this Godzilla is the self-conscious one. He has had connections with female protagonists, and he's had connections with humans. But his son is the one who's most connected with people. He just has the ability to do it. Now, this Godzilla is basically the Heisei Godzilla at its peak. Now, you can argue that Burning Godzilla was dying. He was basically, he was strong just because he was melting down. This Godzilla is the strongest out of the Heisei series without that meltdown form. This is as good as it gets. He's had plenty of battle experience over the years. He's fought many monsters. That's where a lot of the difference comes in for me when it comes to experience, because he's spent years fighting monsters, and also he's had, I'm not sure if he's had more time fighting people, but he has very limited physical capabilities, you could say. He's not a physical fighter, and when he is, he mostly uses his body like a battering ram. So he'll just shove into his opponent. Now, he doesn't prefer to fight close range unless he has to. He has a nuclear pulse to push his enemies away and to damage them. This Godzilla is more of a ranged fighter, not using his tail particularly, except in the case of Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2, but his atomic breath is a powerhouse. It's the atomic breath he used to destroy almost all of his opponents. Now, because of this Godzilla, we are adding in after Rodan saved him, so he does have his red hyperspiral ray. And, guys, we're going to be adding this in. He's 100 meters tall, the peak of the Heisei Godzilla. We're going to see what he's capable of and who he can beat. So, without further ado, the outcome will be here in 3, 2, 1. The winner is Godzilla 2004. Now, don't get me wrong, Godzilla 1994 is amazing and one of the most powerful Godzillas in existence, but he doesn't have the speed or the capabilities that this quicker and slicker version does. Also, he's not nearly as strong. So, and even if he is, it's just not close, So, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.